You didn't say please. You gotta say please. You wanna say please? Making sure ain't no sound in the background. Hat. This next one, though, is one of my favorites. It's an oldie. If maybe you want to just move a little bit, just grind a little bit, I got you. When I come back, we talking Essure. This is Sean Paul and East Sasha. I'm still in love with you, though. Hey, we going to Jamaica, man. I'm taking you. I got hips today. Hey, okay, I gotta go. I'll be back. Hey. Hey. Let me stop playing with y'all. See you ready for this. Hey. Y'all know Facebook is on. That's why I can't turn y'all up right now. Aw, my baby. My love. I do, well. I gotta tell y'all about, they got a dreadlock band. Did y'all hear about that? About a month ago? Baby, you don't know how to love me. Not even how to kiss me. I'm going live in the group for those who are looking right now. In the Essure Problems group for my sisters. Because I know they in there. Hey. Hold on, y'all. Hey. Come on, Essure. Come on. I'm still in love. Let it cry. I'm sharing it to the Essure Problems group right now. So ladies, as you are tuning in and watching this later, I don't want to use the video in an ad. I just want to share it. You don't know how to love me. I love you, baby. I feel in love with you, boy. I'm still in love. No. I wonder why. Okay, let's do it. Okay, guys. Boricua, listen, Dominicano, Colombiano, Boricua. Okay. All right, let's get in here. Good morning if you are tuned in right now. Blah, blah, what a reggaeton. We're talking about Essure. Really quick, giving you an update. Definitely don't want anybody to be left out of knowing what's going on. Thank you for tuning in. If you have the Essure device, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Did you hear me say tell a friend? This is something they should know about. With the Yankee on it. That's it, they accepted it already. Good morning. Sorry about the music, guys. When I'm on Facebook Live, I can't go because they put me in jail. I just got out 3 days ago. Speaking of 3 days ago, my birthday is in what, 48 days? Ah! We're going live in 2 minutes. Because they like to put me in jail. They let me out and they put me back. And I be like, Facebook, what did I do? So I'm trying to figure out ways to beat them at their own game. And thus far, thank you. Good morning. I don't need a flash. I don't need that. Good morning. Stay tuned. Don't walk away. I need to tell you about what's going on. Share this with your friend. This is a live broadcast right now. We got to talk Essure. My mouth is watering from the Starburst. Like I feel like I'm going to spit over everything. Oh. 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 Boricua. All right. Y'all ready? Let's get in it. Hoy mi canto. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, this is my 50 Shades of Grey shirt, by the way. I have worn it. I like it. I won it when the movie had come out. Y'all ready? Hey. 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 Welcome back to Sin City Heat, the morning show. The morning show. The morning show. The morning. Okay, listen. Anyway, right now you are tuned in to Sin City Heat with Kat on the morning show, y'all. On 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. And the reason why you are getting me right now live on Facebook and live on Periscope, and I wish I can go live on Instagram right now. The reason why is because you are being privy to some information that they don't want us to talk about. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I've been going through this situation for the past, probably since, like, what have we been, 6 or 7 years, I've been going through the same situation where this device has been tearing my body up. And the device that I'm speaking of is called the Essure contraceptive, okay? When we think of a contraceptive, for those who don't understand what that means, I say it every time so y'all can know what that word means. Shout out to everybody who does. Contraceptive means This is something to prevent you from doing. So as for us with women, it's a contraceptive to prevent us from having babies, from getting pregnant. That's what it is for us. Well, the Essure came out in about the early 2000s. And with it coming out in the early 2000s, it's been bullshit ever since. I know I said I was going to work on my profanity, but this is the one thing that, besides incest, rape, assault, this is one of my pet peeves. So for those who don't know, the Essure device is a permanent contraceptive. What's supposed to happen is you're not supposed to get pregnant. You're not supposed to get sick and stuff either. And when this device came out and the more they pushed it, they didn't tell us that we could get sick from this device. They didn't tell us that things like our hair falling out or us looking like we were going to be 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, of which we call the E-bellies. They didn't tell us that our teeth was going to fall out. They didn't tell us that our vision was going to get blurry. They didn't tell us that our skin was going to be horrible and change colors. They didn't tell us that our hips were going to give out, our knees were going to fall apart, and our ankles were going to stop working. They didn't tell us we were going to have numbness and tingling in our toes and Charlie horses in our legs. They didn't tell us that we were going to have infections, bacterial infections that would never go away, where people think we got AIDS because we smelling so. They didn't tell us that. They didn't tell us that we were going to have pelvic pain in our chest and in our pelvic area. Pain in our pelvic area, in our chest, and our lower back area. They didn't tell us that we could also get pregnant and it would affect our babies. They didn't tell us that. What they did tell us was this was an amazing device and we've tested it on all of our women and they love it. That's what they told us. And what they did was they lied to us. How do I know they lied to us? Am I making this up? No. There's a group with 36,000. 36,000. Y'all don't believe this? Hold on. Let me get to the group. I'm going to tell you exactly what the number is right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what the number is. I was going to give you the estimated 36,000 approximate amount. But I'm going to give you the for real amount. The actual amount that it is that you should be knowing about. The actual amount is 36,220. 36,220 women and men, because there's some husbands in this group. There's some doctors that have been helping us in this group. There are some amazing women who have fought for us timelessly, over and over and over and over again since 2011 in this group. As of this week, 12 ladies this week have had surgery to get the Essure removed out of their bodies. And that's the 12 women we know. That's not 12 women as in all inclusive. That's just from the 36,000 that know about the group that's in the group and we talk to each other every day. This device has when they did the device, so how I know that they did us and they lied and falsified it. Women that were part of the trial studies back in the early 2000s, when it was owned by Conceptus, which is the original company, and sold before it was sold to Bayer, which was like 2011 or 2012. Conceptus knew that this was happening because what they were doing was they were omitting these problems, these symptoms, these issues from these women's medical records. When these women would come in and say, hey, my body's doing this, my body's doing that, these doctors would say, oh, okay, we crazy. Oh, we gonna fix it. It ain't the device. It's just you. It ain't none of that. And then they would put it in our records or not put it in our records. And if they did put it in our records, it was omitted when it was sent over to the progress, okay? Now, over the past few years, I've determined and discovered, I should say, that I was one of the guinea pigs. When they did my surgery, they had a drug rep in the room. I didn't know they had a drug rep in the room. Nobody told me we had a drug rep in the room. I didn't know that. Meaning the people that own this drug, they're in the room. Now, what this device does and what it is 2 coils. They're 2 little springs. They're about 3 or 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches long. Okay. Now, what they do is they take these 2 coils, because they have little coils around these springs. They take them and they insert them into our fallopian tubes. Okay. Now, when they insert them into our fallopian tubes, what happens is it's supposed to block the scar tissue in your fallopian tube and cover it up so that way you're not able to get pregnant because nothing's able to shoot up there. No sperm can get there. After 3 months, you go back into the doctor's office. They determine you take a test to determine if it did place, and indeed the scar tissue grew around it, because that's how you prevent the pregnancy from happening. And for those who don't know what scar tissue is, on the inside of our bodies, we got a bunch of extra, our skin, it's a type of our skin kind of deal. And every time they go in and do surgeries and go inside of our body, they are moving this skin and stretching it. And what happens is it turns into a bunch of spider webs eventually, because you're going in there so many times. So I'm nervous, because what could happen to me is they've been in there at least 5 times, I want to say. Essure fixing, salpingectomy. I had a cervical something, and then I had a hysterectomy. So at least 5 times have they been in my body. So this is just the things we got to deal with. And of those 5 times, 4 of them was from Essure. Okay? Now, with this device, it goes up. It's supposed to block your fallopian tubes to prevent you from getting pregnant. There's 2 tubes. There should be 2 devices. However, there are doctors that have implanted 3, 4, 5, and 6 devices, 8 devices in these women. And I don't even know how those women are even walking. Because what it does to you, and I know that some of my women don't want me to say this. They don't want me to say that Essure is HIV without the HIV. Well, that's what it is. It's HIV without the HIV. And it sounds like, ooh, damn, Kat, why you got to say it like that? Listen to me. All the issues, diarrhea is an issue. Bladder issues are an issue. All the things that people are going through that are infected by HIV, a lot of those symptoms, the bulk of those symptoms, we are going through that, because basically it's an autoimmune thing. Our bodies are just falling apart, and our bodies are being ate up by the device. Once it touches you, you got it. You can't give it to nobody else, but you got it. And you know what's crazy about it is because like myself, I have 1 child. I have fought for 11 years. My daughter's 17 now. I fought for 11 years to get my tubes tied, because I didn't want to be a statistic. I was already the statistic of having a baby at 16. So I knew at 16, y'all got me messed up. So I stayed on birth control, the Depo-Provera and progesterone shot all that time. So I got off the Depo-Progesterone shot now to get my tubes tied. One of the biggest things that came out of the Essure incredible bullshit was that my menstrual was here for 5 years. Ladies, can you imagine having a menstrual for 5 fucking years? Like every day? Can you imagine that? Because you barely can't swim. You barely can't have sex. You barely can't receive oral sex. You barely can't do much of anything, because you always leaking down there. I know that's gross, fellas. I know. But you got sisters, girlfriends, mamas, side chicks, wives, fiancés, neighbors, babysitters, daughters, nieces, goddaughters, all of that. This is something you should know. Now, when I had this device, my friends laughed at me. They was like, not laughed at me because of the device. They laughed at me because I was complaining about bleeding the way I was. I'm going to need you to calm down, sis, because you the only one that get to complain about bleeding, and you didn't even bleed for like 11 years. Sis, that don't mean I want to bleed for 5 consistent years. What does that mean? So I have friends like that. Now, with this device, what they ended up doing was this. When these women were reporting the things that were going on with their bodies, the doctors they were omitting the information, not telling them what was going on, not telling them what was happening to their body, not believing us, thinking we was liars and everything. Now, when they brought the device together in 2002-ish, they told the FDA, you know what? You know what's going to happen? We did our studies. We've been checking with our women. They love the device. So you know what? Since we did the trial study before we put it on market, the pre-market trial study, I see you, FDA. Run us that. Nobody can sue us. Nobody can sue us. Nobody can. That's what happened. The preemption is what happened. They claimed they did the trial studies before the device, and they claimed that they did accurate trial studies, and they proved to these women or to the FDA that they did their due diligence, and they fucking lied. They did not do their due diligence. They did not do those trial studies the way they was. So because they said that and the FDA believed them and the FDA didn't hold them accountable. Because let's talk about this sidebar. The FDA wants to tell you what they need you to do, but you can lie to the FDA like a kid and say, I did that, and they did nothing. Because the FDA not holding you accountable. They're not checking. They're not doing no follow-ups. They're not doing any of that stuff to make sure that we good. They're not doing that. They're not doing any of that. They just believe in that. They just believe in that the FDA is believing that the companies are doing their jobs. They're not. They're not. So the drug reps say we did that. We checked with our girls, the trial studies. All of them said they liked the device. Everybody's in good, safe health. Yeah, give it to us, FDA. So what that did was this. Everybody's like, y'all got a class action suit? No. Wanna know why? Because they lied and said they did their job, and they didn't. They said they checked with us and made sure we was all good, and they didn't. But the FDA believed them, so the FDA gave them a nice law, preemption 3. It's like the same thing with breast implants. They gave them that and said, oh, well, since y'all did y'all due diligence, we cool then, so nobody can sue y'all. Boom. So what you need to know is anybody with the Essure device cannot do a class action. They have to do a mass tort. That's an individual lawsuit, individually being done. My lawyers like me a lot. I had to call him the other day. Look, lawyer. This when you know it's real, when your lawyer directly calls you back. He don't have none of the little people. No shade to the little people, because it takes little people to make big people. They need those people because they got other stuff to do. When the lawyer himself calls you and says, Kat, what's up? I say, Doc, I say, lawyer, listen, this is what I'm working with. And they say to me, you good. You keep doing what you've been doing. You've been doing this since 2014. Your story hasn't changed, and you continue letting these women know. So I say that before I even finish the story. Ladies, if you have the Essure and you have law representation, you are going through litigation, don't talk about this with nobody else. Don't talk about, you can talk about what you're going through with your friends amongst each other, but don't post it on social media. Maybe you post what the problems is you're going through, but don't post it on social media, ladies. Why? Because that hurts your case. I know y'all see me doing it, and y'all see I'm okay to do it. My lawyer let me know why I can do it. But I want to let you know I don't want you to harm your case. I don't want you to harm your case whatsoever, okay? Now, with this device, in 2012, okay, I had it a year already by then. We didn't know this till about 2 years ago. 2012, there was a record of about 11,000 reports of women going through issues and having symptoms with the Essure on a database on somebody's hard drive within the damn company that they did not report to the FDA. Somebody who used to work at FDA told us that. There's a drive, a whole hard drive that talks about this, and nobody reported this. Let alone, they still letting us get this device put into our body. I started having problems at 26 years old. If y'all knew what I woke up and felt like every morning. My lady Sarah Beth says I've had tons of side effects and I don't post it. You can post your side effects, but you can't tell your whole life. You can post that because women need to know that. But you can't give everything, especially the stuff you're dealing with the doctors, because they want to know all of that. Right now, it's so much stuff I can't even tell you. I can tell you that because of what I do, it makes my case much more complicated because they got to go all the way in for me. They got to make sure that what I've been doing is what I've been doing and it doesn't harm me. Because I'm here every day letting you know that the Essure is what's caused my body to debilitate the way it did. Now, I know there are a few women that feel like, Kat, and I'm going over because I know this is traffic and weather, but I know my Essure ladies are finally here. The video had to get approved in the Essure Problems group of over 36,200 women in this group. And so I take whatever my time is I need for my ladies for the Essure Problems group because I love y'all. We are going to survive this. Let me explain to you my story. Again, I woke up one day, okay? Now, for 2011, 12, 13, 14 years, those 3 years, my body was falling apart. It was creating all kinds of pains, tingling, numbness. I couldn't wear heels for 2 years because my foot had a Charlie horse. It was like 2 years. My foot had a Charlie horse. You can go back through my pictures and see for a minute I was only wearing flats and wearing like the Jodeci combat boots, but in cute designs and cute styles. That's what I was doing. I couldn't figure out why I was having chest pains. I'm thinking I'm having low-key baby heart attacks. I'm all in the emergency rooms with my baby heart attacks going on. I love you too. Trying to figure out why I'm dying. And the doctor like, ain't nothing wrong with you. If you had heart problems, Kat, you would have had heart problems from birth. I don't know what it's doing. They sending me to specialists. They don't know why. They don't know why I can't remember stuff. They don't know why I'm having brain fog. They don't know why my pelvic getting pain, like a stabbing pain. The pain's so deep, y'all, you fold over at your stomach. Like you just stop and you fold over. Like I had one yesterday from a sneeze. I know that's Essure. Like, you know, the one you're like, wait a minute. It's right here in your groin-ish. That is what I have. Sometimes when I go up my stairs, there's a pain in my hip that hurts so bad that I can't do nothing. Sometimes I ain't even got no edges, Sarah Beth. I just went ahead and shaved them things all the way off. Keep the edges. Shout out to Essure. Sometimes I have ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain, lower back pain. I don't have it everyday pain, but I have it enough pain. And it's sporadic. It's like you having it today, cat? Nah. You had it yesterday, cat? Nah. I ain't had it in about 4 days, and bam! Hit you like a ton of bricks. Now, when I first started talking about Essure, it was 2014 when I started realizing, I started thinking I was crazy before that. One day, a good friend of mine in Las Vegas, love her life to death. Shout out to my girl, Vicky. One day, she made a Facebook post. This is around the time when the memes were really big. Keep calm, don't block. The post said, keep calm, don't get Essure. Me. The fuck you just say? What you say? Did you just say keep calm, don't get Essure? Is that what you said? Scroll, inbox. Vicky, call me. Call me, girl. Call me right now, girl. Call me right now. I don't know what you're doing, but call me right now. I just seen that post. Call me right now. Call me right now. She calls me. She say, what's up, Kat? I saw your post about Essure. I have that contraceptive. That's in my body. What's going on with you? And she was like, no, Kat. And I was like, yes, Vicky, what? She started to go in all the symptoms she was having, y'all. And as she talked, my body just sunk on the couch and tears started to fall down my face. Because all I knew was, that's what the fuck I got, and that's what's happening to me. At the moment when I talked to her, she was getting ready to go in for an emergency hysterectomy because of this device. I know women where this device has come out in pieces. I know women where this device ain't came out yet. I know women where they pulled it out. Like, for an example, backing you up, when they put it in me and they went in and did the testing the 3 months in, the HSG test, they determined that my left fallopian tube did not take the Essure device. So if I go have sex with somebody and they shoot my club up or put sperm in my body, somebody said shoot my club up, so I wanted to use that. If they threw their sperm and it started to flow through my tubes, the left one was going to get that thing pregnant. Me, ain't nobody got time for that. What you going to do to fix that? So they sent me back in for another surgery. When they took me back in the same year, y'all, second surgery, they sent me back in. They pulled it. We didn't know at that time that they shouldn't be pulling on the device because you are leaving pieces and fragments and some of the device in us, and everything that is touched is being damaged and harmed, and that's why my body feels this way. You may even leave pieces of this device inside of me. So they pulled it out, yank up, and they clamped both of them, clamp. Now, they clamped both tubes, but they pulled out the left one, but the right one was fine, so they left it in there. So all this time I've been going through this process, I still have one coil in me and whatever fragments they left. This is how reckless the people are for the company. Because they claimed it was so good that they didn't even make removal instructions. Who the fuck are you? Why do you think that that's okay? And as women, we didn't even think to ask no questions. I was Googling, there wasn't nothing out there. But in my mind, if ain't nothing out there, fool, you shouldn't use that. You shouldn't use that. If you Googled it and you ain't find nothing, then it ain't right. Because Google got everything. Google got everything. It's the new version of the Britannica Encyclopedia. They got it. You ain't turning pages, you putting in. And there was nothing there. Now, all the issues I had, I'm going to emergency rooms. I had FMLA twice. I'm missing days at work. I'm not getting paid for it. I want all my money back. All of that. Because I've never had to miss work like that. Ever in my life. I've been working since I was 16. So me wanting to not have more kids, me not wanting to be stuck on the welfare, me not wanting to be stuck raising another kid by myself, being a single mom, I decided to get my tubes tied. I decided to find this device. I begged for it. I walked into my doctor and I said, matter of fact, he wasn't my doctor. I left every doctor eventually because I wanted somebody to tie my tubes. Like, I'm going to stay with you and build up a history with you real quick. So I'm going to see, like, if you see that I'm really not having no more kids, doc. My last doctor, shout out to Dr. Tyre. I love her. I loved her and she told me no. So one of my friends, she worked at a gynecologist's office. And I said to her, I said, friend, I really want my tubes tied. Like, I'm over it. Like, I just don't want no more kids. Why they keep playing with me like this? Like, why can't I just not have no more kids? Like, and she was like, girl, they got this new device. It's called Essure. What? So we go in the office. I go get the pamphlet. And she was like, no, I saw the pamphlet. And she says, yeah, my doctors do it in my office. So I was like, let me make an appointment now. So I called Dr. Jones, made an appointment. I went in. I explained to him. I said, Doc, look. My daughter will be 11 this year. I've only had one pregnancy. She's 11 this year. I've had no abortions, no miscarriages, no nothing. No RU486s, none of that. No morning afters. That's the RU486 for those who like, what's the RU486? That's the morning after pill. I ain't never had none of that. Can you just tie this up and be done with it? I heard this is non-invasive. I heard that when you do this, you won't even have to do it for real. But I know I'm gonna need some anesthesia because I don't want you to go up in my woo-hoo because I just don't imagine you going up in my woo-hoo. I hate pap smears, they hurt. So I'm gonna need anesthesia. He's like, all right, Kat, I got you. We're gonna take care of you. And when he told me yes, I cried. I cried because I said to him with a serious face, like, I don't want no more kids, doc. I've gotten my kids. I'm good with my kids. You know, I don't need anything else. And he said, I got you. And I cried because every doctor before him told me no. Everybody. And I know why. You have to be a certain age. They want you to have a certain amount of kids. I'm not those chicks. I don't need no husband. I mean, I'm going to get one. I don't need one, but I'm going to get one. I want one. Not yet, but I'm getting one. But I didn't need no kids. I don't need you to tell me. I need my husband to have his own kids to be okay with, hey, my name is Kat. I don't want no kids. I can't have no kids. I demolished the factory. That's just my real life story. That's just who I've been, okay? Now, when it comes to this whole situation, okay, I went through issue after issue. When I talk to my friend and she tells me she's getting ready to go in for a hysterectomy, my heart dropped. And she was like, oh, you got to join this group. It's the Essure Problems group. And let me tell you, back in 2014 of fucking March, there was 3,300 women in this group. There was 4 or 5 admin. There's about 20-some admin and 36,220 women in the group, and it's only been 4 years. Do you feel what I'm saying? Are we on the same page? Because that's about 1,300. I mean, what we got said, 32,000 minus that. Listen, my numbers ain't working. That's like 28,000 women that have been added in 4 years. And they all log in the group and say the same thing we've been saying. When I went into this group, y'all, I sat on the side of my bed for 2 weeks every day I got off work. Even while I was at work. And I just scrolled and read. And tears would fall down my face because here it is. Every other post is my symptom. Or every post is my symptom. And what if it wasn't my symptom then? It's my symptom now. So when people tell me I'm not going through nothing with Essure, I'll be having good faith for you because I'm the most optimistic person. Call me optimistic Oprah. Because that's who I am. But not when it comes to this device because I watched it do what it did to me. I know I look like, damn, Kat, you good though? Like you, the Essure be mad. Y'all, I'm in doctor's appointments all the time. I got to drink this nasty shit right now for them to come inside my body and look in there right now. Right now. And I don't want to do it. And I don't want to. I'm over it. For all this time before I knew it was the Essure, for 3 years, the doctors thought we was crazy. They popping up giving me medicine. I don't want this medicine. They giving you medicine because your ear itching, your shoulder burning, your knee twitching, you got a trotting horse in your thigh. Like they giving you all this medication, they telling you to take it. Then when you take it, it don't work. That's when I realized, you know this stuff not working, right, doc? You know what? I'm not even going to tell you no more. I'm just going to not take it. Because I knew that's what it wasn't what it was. Then when I found out that the device was the Essure that was doing all of that stuff, when I found out, then it made sense. Because me having to have surgery took away most of those symptoms. I had a headache for 13 days, pounding. I was having them for 4 and 5 and 6 days at a time. The last one I had was for 13 days. Day 14, it was gone. Why? Because they took the device out of my body. I had surgery. It went away. Voila, just like that. Magic. But I'm going to a neurologist. I'm going to the doctor, the emergency room. I'm going to do all of these things to find out. But voila, like magic, the headaches went away day 14. Never had a headache like that again. Headache so bad you eat a teaspoon of mustard. Shout out to my sister in the Essure Problems group. I don't remember who it was. I'll never forget it, but I will always share it. There was a woman in the Essure Problems group because I said, oh my God, I'm on day 11. And I was like on day 4 or 5 in the beginning stages. I'm like day 4 or 5 with these migraines. It sucks. It hurts so bad. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh my God, what are we going to do? Yes, Duke Black, it's side effects. Problems on top of all this is just like my primary doctor. Most family doctors that aren't OBGYNs don't know anything about Essure. Sarah Beth, that's the truth, including the emergency rooms. And these are the people that we let work on us. These are our doctors. Wow, right? That's amazing, right? They don't know shit about it, but that's our doctor though, right? It's crazy. It's the most craziest thing I've ever seen before. So when they go in and they go in and give me the surgery, yo. First of all, the lady says, Kat, you know what you should do? I tried this. It worked a few times. What was it? I put a teaspoon of mustard on a spoon and I ate. Now, I think I did that like 14 or 15 times. And of those times, 13 of those times it worked. So I'm trying it. I'm trying it. So ladies, if you are Essure surviving right now and you get headaches, try that mustard at least every time you get a headache. Because for whatever reason, it triggers something that shuts the headache down. I mean, you can feel the relief of the headache immediately. I want y'all to know it's 2018 and I ain't never had another headache like that. Never. Never, 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 never. Okay? The pain that I was getting in the bottom of my foot, all in my pelvic area, repeatedly every single day, it went away. But then it came back. But it didn't come back as severe as it was before. It just comes back like occasionally, like sporadic pain. I have had a hand surgery because of the Essure device. Seriously. Understand that I'm driving my car. I'm a lefty. Here's the left hand. I'm a lefty, okay? I'm driving my car. I don't have my right hand on nothing. I don't have no previous nothings going on with it or nothing. All of a sudden, my right hand goes woof. While I was driving, the pain went down the bottom of my arm. And I was like, ooh, what is that? That's crazy. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, ooh, okay, it'll go away. It's okay, it'll go away. So I get to my appointment. You know when you're in the chair, you're trying to position yourself in the chair. So I put my hand on the seat to position myself in the chair, knowing that this hand's still closed. But in my mind, it wasn't broken. So I positioned myself, and I didn't hope the whole hand went down because it was in so much pain. And I was like, what? So I finished my meeting. It was in pain. I'm trying to keep all the pain back. But I'm like, what's going on? So I put my hand back down. And so I go home. I couldn't sleep. The pain was so bad in my hand, I couldn't even sleep that night. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's not bad. I'm going to be all right. All right. I go to work the next day. I can't even go do my show. So when I go in to do my radio show that night, y'all, I did it with one hand. When I left my show, my daughter drove me. She doesn't have a license yet, y'all. She can't even stay in her lane, y'all. I love her life, though. I love her. She drove me to the emergency room. When I went into the emergency room, they thought that I had beat somebody up or somebody put their hands on me. And I'm like, Doc, do I look like I'm finna let somebody whoop me? And he's like, but I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, why is this x-ray looking this way? I said, Doc, I was driving, told him the same story. And he looked at me like, you sure you didn't fall down? Or he came back in and asked me, you didn't hit anyone, did you, Kat? And I'm like, no, Doc, I told him the story already. Why you got to come back and ask me what I did? Like I told you. So he comes back, he's like, it's so little, I can't even see the fracture. Like, it's really, really little. Now, let me explain to you how this works. This happened on a Thursday. I went to the emergency room on a Friday. My hysterectomy was scheduled for a Monday. Okay? So Saturday, Sunday, hysterectomy Monday. Okay? Hand, emergency room, Saturday, Sunday, hysterectomy. Oh, Tuesday, the 22nd, November, 2017, 16. Okay? What that means for me is I can't even go see a specialist. Why? Because I can't drive. Why? Because I'm having a hysterectomy. Why am I having a hysterectomy? Great question, right? Great question. Let me tell you why. The Essure was still killing me. Still killing me. I bled from 2011-ish. When I got implanted, I bled from then to 2016 of November 22nd. Do you know how many goddamn years that is? Just for y'all that don't know, fellas, because y'all don't bleed. Y'all don't bleed. Y'all don't know what this is like. Y'all just be worried about if y'all gonna be able to hit that thing and get y'all a good one off when we over here dying on the inside. I'm gonna talk about y'all in a minute, fellas. Listen. Tiffany says, my OBGY didn't know much about the Essure. It's a different OB than the one who put mine in. None of them know, Tiffany. As you can see from being a member of the group, because I believe that's where you're watching me from. Thank you to the admins who shared the video in the group. I was trying to get here as fast as I could. I appreciate you because we got to do the update. The admins have created a newsletter, an Essure weekly newsletter. And I want you, speaking of, I'm going to call you back, lawyer. I'm going to call you after my show. They created a weekly newsletter that I'm reporting every Friday on my show. That's why I'm talking about it right now. I'm going to talk about it every time. I'm going to talk about it even when it's gone. Even though they hating on us. Because the reality is they've taken the Essure off the market in every other country but the United States. In the last 12 months, 15 months, they have taken Essure off the market in every country but the United States. Do we understand that? We in the United States. Now let me give you another fact. Back in 2012, 13, I think it was 2012. Don't quote me. Essure does that. We get brain fog. That's one of our issues, okay? Shout out to the fact that I know this is a cell phone and this is an iPhone, and one day you're going to be talking to me and you're going to be like, Cat. And I'm like, get that, you know what it is, girl. Didn't I just tell y'all this was a damn iPhone? I know this is an iPhone, but my brain won't let me push out iPhone. Thank you, Essure Problems. Any ladies can relate? Any ladies can relate to that. I want y'all to know if it's a spoon, I've been knowing spoon when it was poon and I was in elementary school. Poon, remember? How you forget what a spoon is? You like, give me that, shit. I need to eat it with my ice cream. Let me get the, not the ice cream scoop, my daughter, spoon, mom, don't try to insult me. Don't try to insult me. You know what the E should be doing. You know what it do. Now, what ended up happening for me is this. I had a salpingectomy, which means they went in and they went through my fallopian tubes. What's the percentage of white and black in the group? Mr. Cycles, it's a very high percentage of white, Latino. There's every nationality that you could think of. We in there. And we in there thick. Every country you could think of is in the Essure Problems group of 36,000 women. What I do know to be true, and I'm going to say this out loud, I believe that a lot of my African American sisters don't think that they can be affected, because I've reached out to a few of them. However, there are a lot of women who are not African American who think they can't be affected. Because I got women that are going through problems right now because my friends know my problem. They know these friends. They tell them, hey, my friend got this device. This is what she's going through. Not me. Not me. I've been had it for, that can't be why I'm going through it. I'm good. Because I've been had it for a long time and I haven't had no problems yet. And those are the ones where it pops up on them in 8, 9 years, 10 years. Or it's there and they didn't even realize it because they loved it so much. It didn't even cross my mind in 2011, 12, 13, 14 that it was me that was going through this from this device. I just wanted to know why I was accepting the fact that at 26 I was getting old. I was accepting that. Literally like, yeah, I'm just getting older. You know, the doctor said that's what happens. Wait a minute. They didn't tell me before I turned 30 I was going to be getting old. I don't believe that. I went from healthy to shit real quick. And nobody believed it. Nobody even questioned it. So now, with this device in my body, I don't have it there anymore. So I did get the salpingectomy. Thank you to the Essure Problems group, the 4 or 5 members, my Angie from Molinos, my Kim Kuzak. Shout out to everybody in the group. You know I don't know all y'all names right now. You know I don't know, but I know y'all love me and I love y'all back because y'all are amazing. Sidebar. The admins in the Essure Problems group are amazing. They did all of our fact sheets. They did the research. They doing all the tests. They go speak on our behalf. They flying to Germany. They doing rallies. They sending the pictures. They calling bullshit with the legislators. They meet with the FDA. They are doing so many things to help us out, y'all. They are doing that. They are doing that. There was a young lady in the group. See how I can go back and forth with the story and y'all can all keep up? I can go back and forth and y'all can all keep up. Listen to that. That's how you know it's real. Because I got so much to tell y'all. And I've been talking for what? 40 minutes? 40 minutes? This is my story, Tammy. This is my story, Tina. This is my story, Sherry. This is my story, Sarah. This is all of our stories. Because I know when I logged into that group in 2014, I was like, that's me. And that's me. Anybody ever fell asleep while somebody was talking to them? Anybody ever fall asleep while somebody was talking to them? Mid-conversation. Anybody can't sleep at night? Anybody having any teeth problems, teeth decaying, never had tooth problems ever in their lives? One of the things I had was a tattoo issue. I had got my whole left side of my back tatted up. Boom. Never had any issues. Got Essure. Boom. Got Essure. My back, every time I would take a shower with Bath and Body Works or any other soap other than Dove. Any soap but Dove. My whole left side of my back will be on fire. I'm like this, looking like I done got bit by bed bugs, fleas, cockroaches, and ants and bees. Like I'm over here like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going insane because I'm itching. Because my whole back is inflamed. When they took that device out of my body though, when they took that device out of my body in 2014, my back never did it again. It never did it again. So I know I'm not crazy. They want us to believe that we're crazy every time we go into an appointment. They want us to think, they want to believe that we want them to give us medication, pain medications because we're drug heads. We're not. We don't want that. We don't really want that. We don't really want that. We want to be well again. So about 2012-ish, there was a birth control device that was for the men. It was a shot. So this actual shot, see, I got me hot. I gotta take my headphones on. I was making sure my elevator music in the background sounded good. So, so what they did was they had a birth control shot for the men, and what this shot was for, it was to prevent them from having babies. It's like a vasectomy minus the vasectomy. It was equivalent to the shot we had, the Depo-Provera progesterone shot. Okay. What they did was took it off the market. Off the market. Did y'all know that? So this device they had for this one, it was a shot. What they they did a few thousand men, like 2,500, 3,000, something like that. I can't remember the numbers, but just know that I'm close in numbers. You can go Google this yourself. The men was like about 20 men complained. 20. The number after 19, the number right before 21. Like if you use your hands and your feet, you can actually count up to 19, 20. You can do that. That number. They complained about it. They complained about headaches. They complained about pelvic pain. They complained about their penis doing stuff. They complained about memory loss. They complained about all the shit we complained about as women with the Essure goddamn contraceptive. Sorry for the profanity, but that's where my anger goes when these are the things I think about. Because of those 22 men, 20 men, 22 men, they took it off the market. Google it. Google it. All those men that they tried, majority of them, like 90-some% of those men that they gave this to, they still not making babies because it worked. But they took it off the market though. So you saying to me that when my vagina hurting and my neck and my back and my ears and my teeth are decaying, or Tiffany says, oh my God, my teeth never had issues and now my left side of my mouth is missing teeth every time I go into the dentist, they have the nerve to pull more teeth, I will sit in pain because of how many teeth they've had to pull. The ones I do have are starting to create cracks in them. Or Tina saying, I could fall asleep if I'm sitting in the car taking a break and my children notice that I fall asleep quickly. My story. Same thing happened when I got my tattoo. The one I just had and my back was welted. My teeth are decaying at a rapid pace. Thank you, Katie, for logging in to let us know that. These are my stories. When I speak out loud, I know these women are relating to me because when I joined the group of Essure Problems, it related to me. It's made out of pet fiber and nickel. Wait a minute. They didn't tell us it had nickel in it. Oh. So there are women who have green fingertips who can't touch their keys or their door handles or their nickels and dimes in their purse because their fingers do stuff because that device is eating them up on the inside. Anybody a witness to that? I said that I read every post in that group. Every post. I got an outdoor cavity on the side of my tooth and I ain't never had a cavity. Like I don't brush right there. I may not brush the back, but I brush the front. I have had a gum graft. Any ladies had a gum graft? Anybody had a gum graft? I popped up in the group 2.5 weeks ago and said, wait a minute. Did this lady say she had a gum graft? So I made a post. Anybody else had a gum graft? I've had 2. They told me that my labret piercing that never touched on my gums, because I had the flat tack, it never scraped it, scratched it, rubbed it, or in any way, told me that that's why my gums were receding. Oh, you didn't know that gums did like hairlines and recede? Oh, they do. Had that happen. Did that. Never did that. But you know what's so crazy? Katie says the male birth control is not as profitable because less men get birth control. And Heather says, I have burning, stinging pain constantly on my left side. Doctor said there's no reason for it. It's fine. And that's the thing. They told us everything is fine. They made us think that this was normal. That's because they don't know. So when I had my hysterectomy, because I ended up having to have a salpingectomy and a hysterectomy. Because when they did the salpingectomy, which is the removal of my fallopian tubes, because they took them with them. They took them. So all they left me was ovaries, the uterus, the cervix, all of that. Then they came back for that hysterectomy and took that. I'm 33 with a hysterectomy. I could have sold this shit. If y'all was going to do this, if I was going to go through Essure, when I was trying to sell this shit at 21, they should have let me sold all these organs. I could have made some money. Now I just gave it away because Essure took it. So Concepta's making money. They don't want me to make no money? For real, for real? Sarah Beth says her gums are receding right now. And I'm sure that women watching right now like, oh my God, Kat, I never saw that. I got you, sis. I got you. I would never stop screaming Essure to the death of me. I promise you that. Because I refuse to let another woman go through what I've been going through. And like I said, I know women say, oh, it don't happen to me. It happened to some. Well, let me tell you about a young lady about a year ago. If anybody knows what this young lady's name is, I'm going to just Google her in a minute and message her. There was a young lady in the group, probably in the Essure Problems group last year about this time, March or April. And she said to us that her baby had something in her baby. First of all, she had the Essure device. Let's start there. The one that shouldn't move, shouldn't come out, shouldn't get you pregnant, should stay in place, that shouldn't do anything to you but make you perfect, that one, that's the one she had. When they went in to take that thing out, one of them was missing. It's only two. When they went in to take it out, one of them was missing. Guess who got pregnant on the device? The young lady did. She comes into the group one day and she said, oh my God, I'm pregnant. When they find out she's pregnant, she has her baby. One of her baby has a shoulder. A shoulder has something implanted in the shoulder that seems to look like the Essure. Seems to look like it. So before I finish this story, let me break this down. The Essure is debilitating for us as women, as adults. So what do you think it's doing to babies? And I love you, sis. I love you, sis. This is your story, so I'm not taking out. I am not saying this with ill intent. I'm not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because there are other women who are you. This young lady, and thank you for sharing this. This young lady said, I'm going to have an x-ray done on my baby because there is something in my baby's shoulder. And I don't know what it is, but it looked like it could be the Essure. What? So you mean to tell me it came out of your fallopian tube, got you pregnant, and went in your baby that you shouldn't even be pregnant with? Oh, that's y'all, Bayer? This y'all? All right, Bayer, I see you. They told me don't scream this loud when I talk about Essure because the FDA and people like to hush up people like me. And if I come up missing or dead, I did this for y'all, sis. All for y'all. Somebody gonna hear this and y'all gonna share this and y'all gonna tell your friends about this because I know what I'm going through. I know what women like me are going through. So she came back a few months later, y'all. And she had the x-ray done, y'all. What you think she said was in her baby pack? Anybody wanna take a stab at what that was? Periscope, Facebook, 702-412-5870 is the number you can call. 412-5870, 702 area code. Anybody want to take a stab at what's going on? Now, I haven't seen an update on this young lady yet, but I know when it hurt my soul just to say this out loud. If the Essure is messing us up the way it's messing us up, the baby is forever going to be having problems. The baby is forever going to have problems. And like I said, I know people that have this device and they say, I ain't having no problems. Sis, this device not for everybody. Like, you know how you get a device and you like, ooh, if you had this device, you know it might be like a few of y'all that might can get pregnant. A few of y'all can get sick. A few of y'all might have diarrhea. No, it's not a few. It's a nice high percentile, probably like 90-some%. If you're not experiencing it now, you will experience it later. I started experiencing issues day one. So when I went back and got my records, day one. The first day they put it in, I was calling the doctor's office like, hey, this my stuff doing stuff. It's not supposed to do that, is it? I never had this do stuff. Oh, it's normal. Day 3, my stuff still doing stuff. It's not supposed to do this. It's not normal, is it? Week 2, my stuff doing follow-up. My stuff still doing. Listen, repeatedly. The FDA approved it because the company said they did what they were supposed to do and they didn't. But the FDA don't do checks and balances to make sure. Because in my mind, it's supposed to roll like this. Example. The owner of the station is Bad Girl. She has a show, comes on at 8 o'clock tonight. It's called The Billboards, okay? She kills that shit from 8 to 10. Now, in my mind, because Fun Size is her right-hand man when it comes to studio stuff, engineering, that kind of thing, she has a show as well, DJ Fun Size. She comes on Sundays too at 9 o'clock. Now, in my mind, if Bad Girl needs something to be done, she told Fun Size to go do it. She gonna check to make sure Fun Size did it. Did you let Kat in this morning? Did you start the show for, was you, whatever? That's what she gonna do. FDA didn't do that. FDA said, well, go ahead and do that. Make sure you check with those women and make sure they're not hurting. Make sure they don't have no issues. Make sure they all good. And then let us know what they said, and then we good. What? How does that work out? So as I read these stories, let me give you two. Heather says she's always tired. She hurts every day. Headaches that I notice now more when it doesn't hurt than when it does. Lisa says her gums are receding. Sarah says, how about the random itching out of nowhere for no reason? Heather says, my right hand gets hot while my left hand gets ice cold and tingles. Shout out to my left hand starting to tingle. Shout out to the numbness that my left hand is starting to get. Y'all like, what? And I'm trying to act like it's not there, but it's there. Shout out to Tiffany, who says she has so many problems. It's sad. She just turned 31. She feels so much more older than she is. She gets foggy mind, feeling like I'm in a dream, having to pinch myself so much to make sure that I'm here. Tina says, every day I thought I was going to die. Lisa says, my whole right leg goes out from my hip and pelvic bone, shooting pain all the way down. I can't walk for weeks. When I was getting that pain, it wasn't that I couldn't walk for weeks. It's just I just limp to my destination. When I get that pain now, it's like I can't walk for a couple days. Like, it's so bad. I've had steroid shots in my hips because of such. I need you to understand that me and these other women, we didn't have no issues. No weight issues. We got e-bellies and e-brain fog and all kind of stuff. E-bellies are we looking like we pregnant and we're not even pregnant. When I look back at my pictures, I had an e-belly I was in denial about. I had a little e-belly. It was a little one. It was a nice little chunkity chunk. I was just thinking I lost it, ladies. I had an e-belly. We sisters. Now, when I did my show, I follow up the Essure often. When I did my show a few years ago, 2014, when I found out about the device, I think it might have been 2015 that I did the show. 'Cause I was on the radio in 2015. And I had my amazing Missy came out here. Gosh, who was with Missy? Oh my God, Missy, come and help me. Was Angie here? I think it was Missy and Angie and I think Kim. I think it was Kim. Kim Kuzak. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to the admins. They know who they are. They were in Vegas for a conference. It was a medical conference, and we did an interview on my show. And when I met these women, Missy walked in and she had a walker. And Missy might have been like 35 or 34 at the time. And so I'm barely 30 at the time. And so I'm like, Missy, why are you on this walker? And so she was like, man, Kat, some days are better than others. Sometimes I can walk, sometimes I can't. Wait. She said, my daughters, because she has daughters who are different in a nice age range of difference, because she has a grown daughter that's like 21 now, I think she was 19 at the time. So she might be like 21, and then she has my little Mighty Mite, who's about, how old is she? About 10, maybe 11. Maybe not even 11. She's still in elementary school, because she's a Girl Scout. Well, anyway, she says that her older daughter said, Mama, you're not the same mama that you were to me, that you are to my sister. And her daughter name on the top of my brain right now, and I can't spit it out. I hate that. She said, the look. Then we had Kim, who told me her organs had shifted. I can't remember if they shifted down or if they shifted up. But there was Pangea, and they moved, and the doctors didn't know how it did it. Do y'all understand that this device is a horrible ass device? Like, I know story after story, including my own. As a woman who went through all these issues and still going through these issues, I will continue to fight for us. I will continue to fight for us, ladies, because that is my job. That is my goal. Chandra says, this device is not safe for any country but the United States. Apparently, because the U.S. said, F us, they're going to leave it on the market. Do y'all hear me say every other country banned it but us? We just met with the FDA. Let me tell you how they want to do this. We just met with the FDA. It took them a month to tell us they weren't taking it off the market. You knew you weren't taking it off the goddamn market when we went in there and met with you. You knew that already, because that money's too good. They running off some hefty sums on this money. Dinner, they flying in, rooftop, taking them out of town to eat and drink. Bayer and them is because the FDA letting them do it. They got friends in there. Members of Bayer sitting on boards and shit. People that's getting paid to support Bayer sitting on boards to talk about it. So that's a conflict of interest already. So I need y'all to know that this is out here and this device is real. And I know that I'm talking to somebody, and I'm going to continue talking all the time. My name is Kat. I'm from Vegas, a multi-generational Vegas native, and I have been affected by Essure. I am a survivor of Essure. I am an advocate of Essure, getting it off the market. I am watching every single day women just like me going through what I'm going through every single day. Real talk, I think my throat, the stuff that's going on with the throat, with my throat, they're talking about I got a nodule on my vocal cord. I know I talk a lot. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I've been doing this all my life, and I never had issues like this. So are you telling me that I need to shut up? Because it's sitting right here. I'm still waiting for more tests. I go in repeatedly for different tests to find out why my hair is falling out, or why my knees are hurting, or why my ankle is hurting, or why I'm so fatigued, or why I can't sleep at night, or why I'm having pelvic pains, why all these chest pains coming back, why my back hurts like that. I'm doing that repeatedly, day in and day out, all the time, all the time. I'm tired of hurting, being tired, headaches, back pain, side pain, itching, sight problems, teeth problems, and that's just the easy stuff, says Heather. Chandra says the coils. Lisa said it's awful. Tiffany says, I've been sharing on my Facebook since I got on. I won't stop sharing. I love you, Tiffany. You're so sweet. And I want you to. Because I'm saying what y'all can't say. I'm going to remind y'all again, if y'all got lawyers, if you don't have lawyers, go get one. Hurry up before it's too late. There is a timeline. There is a timeline. Go get it. Secondly, if you have lawyers, the way I'm talking, y'all can't talk like this. Y'all can't talk like this. I've gotten permission from my lawyer to talk like this. I'm in a different line of work. I want to make sure you don't hurt yourself when you hurt yourself in the litigation because you are talking like this. You can't talk like this, ladies. The admin do remind you, don't talk about your case if you have a lawyer. They say it all the time. But I don't want y'all to think and get comfortable like, oh my God, Kat, you talking like this. I can talk like this. No, you can't talk like this. Be mindful. Thank you for passing it on. Thank you very much. Boy Wonder, good morning, boo. You can't talk like this. You will hurt yourself in some kind of way if you talk like this. And because I've been talking like this since I found out, I get a different kind of pass from based on my lawyer's conversation with me, okay? So I can't say too much, but I can say everything I've been saying already. But y'all can't talk like this, okay? Valerie says, thank you for speaking on that. Essure has ruined my life since 2012. I'm a year behind you. Angela, you're welcome. The constant inflammation will eventually give them problems. Heather, I didn't either. The problem started slowly, and now I have problems more and more and faster. Sarah, we all reported. And if you haven't reported to the FDA, do that. Every time you develop a symptom or an issue, or if you have the device, I need you to report it to the FDA. Go and do it. You can email them. You can do it on their website. You can call them. They'll take it over the phone. Do it. I think that'd be bootleg sometimes, so do it twice. Do it over the phone, and don't tell them you did. And don't tell them you did it on the line. Do not tell them you did it on the line. Do it over the phone. Because I just feel like they all working together in cahoots. So make sure you do that. Tammy says, I'm sitting here with a broken one inside me right now. She got a coil broken inside of her right now. Okay? Sherry says, I'm a strong person and had muscle weakness lost and couldn't even open a bottle of water. Sarah says, I wake up in the mornings and can't use my hands for at least an hour because they are so weak. She ain't had those issues before. Nadine says, memory loss of simple words. Didn't I just tell y'all that? What did I say this was? What is this? With the one button, you know, the one that got the bad camera quality. You know this one. What is this? I can't even remember that this is an iPhone cell phone. And I know this is an iPhone cell phone. Blank stares, headaches, numb toes, jumping body pains, leg today, wrist tomorrow. I can't sleep 24 hours and still be tired. Girl, I can't even get in 3 hours. Deborah, I've been over one day and got a sharp pain in the bottom. I've been over one day and got a sharp pain in my right side. Ever since the bottom of my right foot burned so badly, I can barely walk at times. I love you too, Lisa. Nadine, you are welcome. Anyone can have bone density problems. I haven't even gotten mine checked yet. Trust me when I tell you they pop and crack all the time. Why are they popping and cracking? I'm 33. I'll be 34 in 48 days. I'm not even 34 yet. Lisa, I ain't got insurance, can't get it removed. I think they need to pay for this. They will pay for it, Lisa. Do your job. Call your lawyers. Stay on top of everything that you are supposed to be doing so they can't get you. There's a lot of women who don't have insurance and can't get it. This device has ruined marriages, relationships, jobs, relationships with your children. You are taking away whole lives from mothers because they can't get up, they can't walk, they can't move, they don't want to go outside, they tired, they restless. I go through that. I know y'all look at me every day like, damn, Kat, you wake up like that? But when I leave this show every day at 10 o'clock, I be like, damn. Whew, shit. Well, that was a long show today. I've been doing this way too long for that to be a long show today. I go home, I need a nap. And then I be thinking I'm finna get a nap and I only sleep for 43 minutes. Then I get up like, dang, I wish I could at least got an hour and 13 minutes out that thing. Tina says she gained so much weight. I weighed 190 pounds before my surgery. I had to stay 24 hours when I was leaving the hospital. My weight was 140. I had so much inflammation in me that it was crazy. Do you hear me say 24 hours? Do you hear her say 24 hours she was off 50 pounds? Then you got Heather. Lawyers won't help unless they have been removed. That part I'm not sure about, Heather, but when I talk to my lawyer, because I have to do an update, I will find out. And if they say anything other than what you just said, I'm going to post it into the group. And that way you will know. So be on the watch out for that. They're going to let me know and I will tell you and confirm it. Deborah says she found a lawyer out in Florida that will take my case and I still have Essure. That answers the question. Never mind. I won't ask her. Heather in California, they have all told me call when I had them removed. Heather, call Florida. Stop playing. Deborah, thank you for sharing that. I'm in Oklahoma and I got a lawyer out of Florida and they're going to help me. That's why y'all my sisters. Valerie, I'm so tired I can't be a mother to my kids. Thank you for speaking for us. Valerie, I got us. Stress fractures in my foot. Man, you know how you having sex with us? And you going in so hard that your leg get a Charlie horse in it because you going so hard. You like, oh, your hole, you still trying to go though with that other leg. And you want us to rub the Charlie horse out of your right leg because you like, oh, I'm not going to stop thrusting and pumping up in her like this because it's good right now. So I'm probably finna come right now. But this leg hurt right now. Can you rub this while I hit it right now? Fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about? I was getting those in my foot. Soon as I would put my foot into my shoe and my platform, into my high heel, it would go into a Charlie horse, the right foot. My foot just tingled just thinking about it. I had to wear flip-flops and boots and flats all the time. I ended up with calluses because I could wear nothing other than tennis shoes and boots and things like that because I couldn't do heels anymore. Now, I know this is a long-winded segment. This was about an hour. I didn't play no music except for my elevator music. 57 minutes of elevator music is going on. Let me see what it is right now. Let me see what the elevator music is. The best relaxing romantic love music ever. That's what I was listening to. So I don't go to jail because Facebook likes to put me in jail. But I say all that to say, listen. I only wanted to make sure y'all understood what was going on before I gave you the information about Essure. Really quick, there is a subgroup for all countries. Oh, does that mean all countries, all cities, all of us? Thank you very much. I forgot I had tea in here. I needed it too. Right now, I need it right now. Thank you. There's a subgroup for all the countries, all the cities around the country. All you have to do is go in the Essure Problems group. They have a list of the sub places for you. Ohio's, Finland, Spain, Australia, California, Florida, Texas. All of that is there. My women, by the way, let me shout them out. My Essure Problems women, before I tell you about the weekly newsletter that they're doing. So ladies, if you didn't know, Essure has a newsletter. Check out essureproblems.com and you should be able to see all the updates, all the news releases, everything they're doing, side effects, what's going on, who they talk to, who else they're looking for. Claudia says she has chronic inflammation. I get those Charlie horses on my foot constantly. Extremely itchy skin, muscle spasms all over. That's my life, Claudia. Sarah, I started to stutter and never have in my life. And honey, ain't it ugly? Isn't it ugly when you stuttering? I said, you know what? Thank God I taught my daughter that stuttering. Because she does stutter. That stuttering, and make you think you lying about some shit. I'm not lying. I ain't never used to stutter. So thank God I taught my daughter that, her stuttering, not to be offended or disrespected by her stuttering, because at the end of the day, she gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna be okay. People gonna make fun of you. And here I am now having the same issue with stuttering. So that's crazy that you even said it. So 36,220 women are in the group. When I joined the group in 2014, it was 3,400. So now there was 4 or 5 admin at the time. Right now there are 15 admins. So I want to give a shout out to all the admins really quick. Tell the admin I said, what up? Wow, this is unbelievable and sad. Thanks for the information. Please tell women I be Preston 1. Please, please, please. And I know it's some women that's thinking like, it's not going to happen to me. This is not that kind of device. I kid you not. This is not that kind of device. Once it goes in and it touches you, you screwed. Once it touches you, you screwed. And women always like, oh, I have my hysterectomy. I feel so much better now. No, you don't. You just don't know that you just got so much relief about some of the stuff you had that you ain't realized this new stuff finna pop up on your ass. And everything that you thought was gone ain't really gone till you realize like, oh, that didn't really go away. It just decreased a little bit. It's still there. I don't want that to be the case. But I don't want you to go in there feeling like, oh, this finna go away after this hysterectomy though. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It don't work like that. And I love the admin because this is them. I love the admin first of all. This is them. Because me, I'm optimistic as fuck, y'all. I really, really am very optimistic. I really, really am. I think that everybody's amazing. Nobody can be horrible. I believe that there are some great men out there, and I believe there are some stupid women out there. I don't think that all men are dumb. I don't think that all women are smart. I am very optimistic. I believe that the sun is yellow right now, and in a minute it could be raining in a few minutes. I am so optimistic. I really am. But what I do know is the reality is this. This is that one thing that's not fixable. I hate to say it. I hate for y'all to feel it. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm being ugly and I'm not positive. I'm very positive. The admins be like this. Well, make sure you do this, and this. Make sure you rest well. I wish you the best luck, sis. I know in their mind they thinking what I'm saying. They just can't say it. It ain't going nowhere, sis. You may get rid of some of these symptoms, but you're not getting rid of all your symptoms. You're not. You're going to develop some new symptoms because they was already on the way, because your body don't stop your body from doing whatever it's doing. Don't stop it. It's still there. It ain't going nowhere. I wanted to. I wish you could be positive. I'm positive about everything. I'm positive Paulina all the time. Optimistic Oprah. That's what they call me. But pessimistic Patricia is here today because that ain't working. All right. Now, shout out to my admins, Becky Miller. She's been in the group for quite a while. Angela Desai, she's been in the group. She's one of the amazing admins from day one. Sarah Carlin is in the group as an admin. Elena Marie Mendez, we love you. Amanda Dykeman's been there forever. We love you. Renee H. Brown, we love you. Lisa Sains, we love you. Christina Cervantes, we love you. Angie from Molino, I love you so much. You're so freaking amazing. Melanie Goshgarian, thank you very much. Carrie Hermer, Kim Myers, Kim Hudak, we love you, we love you, we love you. Amanda Edwards, Rusa Missile, we love you, we love you, we love you. Claudia Foley, Folasco, we love you. All 15 of you, we love you. Thank you every day from me and the other women, even if they didn't tell you because they're going through it. We thank you every day for starting this group and letting us know and helping us to know that we are drink some natural herbal teas. We have some good ones here in the Caribbean. Duke Black, send me some. I need to figure out how to put my body back. Send me some. It's a crazy situation. So I'm going to tell you about the weekly newsletter. I'm going to get these last few comments out. And I want you guys to know, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Don't not tell a friend after you heard this story, y'all. It's really, really serious. It's not something that I'm making up. And as you can see, the women are chiming in with me because we can. Because they can. They know what they're going through. We're all going through it. We're supporting each other. Because you got to think about it. Our boyfriends probably think we crazy. Girlfriends probably think we crazy. Our kids think we crazy. My daughter said to me one night, dang, that's out of line. She just fell asleep on me because the conversation went like this. So today, how was your day, baby? How was your day? Did you learn anything new today? Anything interesting happen today? Conversation goes like this. Yeah, mama, because today in cheerleading, me, quiet, sleep. She's still talking because today in cheerleading, blah, 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 blah. And I guess she stopped because she goes, because I'm still asleep. She goes, that's out of line. She fell asleep on me. And then I opened my eyes like, what? She's like, mama, you just fell asleep on me while I was talking to you. And I was like, I'm sorry, baby. Like, think about that. I only have one child and I fell asleep on her. She don't know what I'm going through. She don't know what my life entails. You know how many men can't get no sex from us? You know how many men have had their penises scratched with the Essure? They came out through the vaginal area, and as they was pumping it, the device was scratching their penis. It's happened. I don't make it up. All this is real. All this is real. I can give you story after story after story. The most important, the one I really need y'all to know is that this device, once it's in you, it's in you. Ain't no coming back from it. There is no, I'm going to just get it taken out and I'm going to be good. No, once it's in there, it's in you. They didn't even have instructions on how to remove it. They had no instructions on how to remove it. They didn't tell us it was made out of nickel. They didn't tell us, like right now, my left leg doing something right now, y'all. Right here at the lower part, right underneath my knee. It's doing something right now. Don't do me, I'm talking. Mine, let your mama do a job. Relax, left leg. I don't even know what that's called. A shin, left shin. Relax. Now, like I said, my husband got scratched and so have I. I'm not making this up. I ain't got to talk. I'm walking this walk with my ladies. I watch it. I don't talk as much as I used to because I'm really busy. But the place where I read a lot is in the Essure Problems group, because I need to know if different things that I got to look forward to. And when Missy from Vegas told me that she had been going through, she had to walk on this walker and sometimes crutches because her legs give out, I was afraid then. I wasn't even having leg issues yet. And I was like, Lord, please don't give me no leg issues. Like God, seriously, like God, I can't just. And lo and behold, who's got leg issues? Ankle, knees, hips, backs, degenerative arthritis in my left hip, to be exact. So let's read this Essure newsletter. Ladies, I'm going to get your stories in 2 seconds, but I want them to know what's going on with this device. Definitely need you guys to be well informed, because what it is this. We don't realize how important it is that we talk about it, but the Essure Problems group does. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's expand this so I can read it all the way. And let's see. Right there. All right. So when it comes to this amazing device that nobody wants to talk about, they basically start this newsletter with, I'm going to read it like they wrote it. Welcome to the inauguration edition of Essure Problems Weekly. The purpose of this newsletter is to raise awareness about a dangerous sterilization device, Essure. By raising awareness, we hope to have it removed from the U.S. market, because inserts here, it's been removed from every market but the U.S. Going back into the article, Essure was approved by the FDA for implantation in American women in 2002. It is unknown how many women have been implanted. Why? Because they've been saying it's been 750,000 women since 2014. So you mean to tell me all these women that's been logging in the last 4 years, they got implanted? They not 750,001, 750,002, 7,050. They not them? So you telling me for 4 years, it's been 750,000. Has anybody else noticed that? Anybody? Because when I found out it was the Essure, that's the number they gave me. I love my ladies. See how, ladies, I got y'all. Y'all ain't got to say it, sis. I'll say it. I'll say it. In my Ida Rodriguez voice, I'll say it for you, admin. I'll say it. I got us. Don't worry about it. I got us. The manufacturer of Essure, which is Bayer, told us 750,000 women were implanted. That number ain't changed in 4 years. I'm just saying. They say that many Essure kits have been sold worldwide. Oh, there we go. I ain't have to say it for them. Look. Although this number has not changed in years, says the admin. You see how they said that? Okay. In 2011, Angie Firmolino started a Facebook group called Essure Problems. That was around the time I was being implanted, okay? After experiencing adverse effects from the device, membership of the group has swelled to over 36,000. Let's be frank here. 36,220 women, okay? As of reading this to you right now, and they join daily seeking help, okay? The posts that they've seen daily, or that we've seen daily in the Essure Problems group, are not for the faint of heart. This newsletter intends to share with the public the horrors experienced by women suffering from what we believe are Essure-related complications, from unwanted pregnancies, device migrations, organ punctures, heartbreaking miscarriages, uneducated doctors. The women of Essure Problems are the authoritative experts in all things Essure related, and guide each woman to get the help that they need. And y'all do it so well and so effortlessly, admins. I love y'all so much. If you know someone with Essure, please encourage them to join the Essure Problems group on Facebook. If you want to help, please share this newsletter. Please share this video you're watching. Please share this show if you are listening right now on Periscope. Please share it on Mixcloud if you decide to go listen later with your homegirls, because you can listen to this show on Mixcloud at 22.3 Takeover Radio. Takeover Vegas Radio, you can listen there. My show is Sin City Heat. And you be looking for the date of March 30th to listen to this show. You can tell your friends. Share this, okay? Now, what they say is, also, you can donate to Ashes, which is the Advocates Sisters. I got to look it up. Ashes, ASHES. They know I know. Oh, look, my girl. This is why I love them. This is why I love them. Advocating Safety and Healthcare E-Sisters, ASHES. That's what the acronym is for. Which is a nonprofit that has been pushing for legislation that promotes safe medical devices. Okay? Now, 94 new members joined the group seeking help for Essure-related pain and complications in the last week or so. 8 women lost body parts, including uterus, fallopian tubes, cervix, and ovaries during surgery to remove Essure last week. 12 of them lost body parts this week. 5 women were not told about the black box warning or patient checklist by their doctors last week. 1 woman went to the ER in pain. Twins had miscarried ectopically. That was reported by the Essure. Thousands of women continue to report autoimmune symptoms right now in Essure. And these are the things that they're going to report for you, okay? The FDA continues to refuse to remove the Essure from the U.S. market, the only country remaining where Essure is being implanted. Thank you to my admins for the newsletter. Every Friday, you're going to get an update. They trying to you off the air sharing information because I don't know what's up with this connection. Oh, Mr. Cyber, they mad? You know the people be doing stuff. You want me to log you out and bring you back? Hold on, I'm going to bring you back. Don't worry about it. They always be trying to act like they're doing stuff. But see, what they don't realize is I'm a real advocate of Essure. I'm a real survivor of Essure. Y'all gonna have to shut me up for real to make me stop doing what it is that I'm doing. Why? Because I know that many other women like myself want to hear and need to hear what it is that I'm talking about, okay? I know it is, and I'm sure of it. So, I'm going to read the actual things from the women. Hold on, let me catch you up really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to catch these articles up before I get into the traffic and weather. Megan says she had her Essure removed at 30. Then she went into a full-blown psychosis for 2 years. I lost 2 years of my life. I lost 2 years of my life, 2 years of my children's lives. Still dealing with it, but have it under control. Worst decision I ever made. Thank you for speaking up. Megan, it's the worst decision all of us have made. We thought we was doing something good. We thought we was all doing something good. Tasha says, hold on a second, Tasha. The same pills the doctor give you for problems in your body, the natural herbs do the same thing. We need that. Well, we know it does that, dude. We just need that. They won't give us that. Tasha says, I've had Essure and have had, hold on, let me close you up. I have had Essure and I've had Essure since 2012 and knew when I was inserted it was all wrong from the pain I was in. And when they did it and after, the pain never stopped. And it's been pure hell. It takes everything I have to get out of bed. I feel like I'm a 90-year-old. I have so many problems right now and back and forth to the doctor and don't have insurance and I haven't been able to get mine out. I just want my life back. And then she goes on to say, Sarah comes back and says, I drink detox tea daily just to at least try to alleviate some issues or take the edge off of the other issues. Again, Sarah has confirmed that when during the time of her and her husband having sexual intercourse, he was scratched with the device and so was she scratched with the device. Tiffany says, I want to say thank you and so much for what you do. I have to keep getting the word out, and without you and admins, I feel so alone. Thank you so much to you and the admins. If it wasn't for you and admins, we wouldn't have people fighting for us and with us. Just watching this, I'm in tears for how many of us are suffering, and us women, our husbands and our kids. Coretta says, you're welcome, baby, by the way, to Tiffany. I'm never going to stop. No, I'm never stopping until it's off the market. And I'm still going to be screaming it after it's off the market because I know it's still going to be people that's in denial that they have issues. Coretta says, so many issues come with Essure. I just want them out. Sarah says, I want Bayer to be held accountable for the terrible greed and failure. Megan says, 3 Essure-related surgeries for me so far. And so for me, I've had Essure removal, Essure fix, Essure repair, salpingectomy, hysterectomy, and then the hand surgery. So let me finish that, and then we're gonna get into this thing. I know it's traffic and weather. Let me tell y'all traffic and weather too, because I know there's somebody out there listening right now. But I know that you know that I'm right now real passionate about what I'm talking about right now, and it's real. So when it comes to weather in Vegas, the last time we talked about the weather, it wasn't too hot outside, but it was warm enough outside. And just giving you an update, in Vegas is almost to the time where we can wear our booty shorts and tank tops, for those who are wondering. They said it was 69 degrees about an hour ago. When I reported the weather 2 hours ago. But looking at the weather right now, it's coming up letting us know that they want to say, oh, it already refreshed it for me. It is 69. I think it was 65 an hour ago. But it's 69 now with a high of 83 is what it's looking like. So thank you for tuning in for that. If you are here and coming to the CDNC traffic, beware. The Raiders are coming, so they're expanding the freeways, the 95 and the 15 Spaghetti Bowl. Just wanted to let y'all know. Brought to you by Osby Bundles. I love you guys for listening, but I got to finish this segment, okay? It's 9:16. I am going to take a break and get into some more music, but not until I finish telling you this, okay? So, tell a friend. Share this video. You're welcome to listen to my show because, put it this way, anytime I need the immune system boost. They told me I have degenerative arthritis. There's so many different things, y'all. It's freaking horrible. So shout out to my family who has. I live in Henderson too, Sarah. I'm gonna toot the horn as I'm passing by all the exits. Boo 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 boo. Coretta says, I've suffered from depression. My body hurts all the time. My teeth are falling out, and the doctor thinks that I'm going crazy. Coretta, you ain't the only one. Sarah says, my first miscarriage was in 2014 and it was with twins, okay? They're not the only one, okay? We are not the only ones going through what it is that we're going through, guys. And I know it seems like, that's the whole eyelash. I know it seems like it's just crazy. The doctors think that we crazy. They think that everything we talk about and we stand for is crazy, but it's not us. It's the device. And we're talking about it. If they would join this group, they would see what we're going through. Because these women log in every day. Like, they log in like, oh, this is my first time joining the group. I'm having these issues. Could it be Essure related? All of you should see the post light up. Hell yeah, it's related. Yeah, it's related. I got that. I had it last week. It's been going on for 13 years. The first time I had it, like, it's so many comments. They go and go and go and go and go. And every post is like that. Every post. And I know that these women are not lying because I'm one of those women. I'm one of those women. There's a lot of issues with the Essure. And all I want y'all to do is be safe, be careful out there, and don't get caught up in it because you think that the doctor said it's okay. I know that you feel like it should be okay, but it's not. It's not. I'm over the fact that I'm tired all the damn time. I'm over the fact I need a nap. Like, I don't want to take a nap, and if you're going to give me a nap, make it a real nap. Like, I want to feel like, I want to feel nappish. Can I feel nappish? For real, or not? So, I conclude this segment, long-winded, hour and 15 minutes with you guys, but it was well worth it. I'm on till 10 o'clock, so I'm bringing you some more music back, First Class Friday. So if you got songs you want to request, or if you even want to call in today, I'm okay with letting my sisters call in today at 702-412-5870 in Vegas. Again, the number is 702-412-5870. If that's what you want to do today, I'm here, y'all. Let's talk about it. I know I'm catching y'all in the comments, so I'm there. I am exiting the Facebook Live because Facebook likes to put me in jail, but I told Facebook, you got me messed up. I will turn down the music and wear headphones for my sis. I'll do that for my sis, okay? Lawyer said the only thing that connects us all that have these issues is the Essure, no other background similarity. Nothing. And it's not national, like, it's not like, ooh, only black girls are getting it, or ooh, only Latinos are getting it, Latinas are getting it, or ooh, only Greeks are getting it, or only Caucasians are getting it. We're all getting it. Last story. Worked with this other young lady at a studio. Look at my left leg doing it again. Just did it again. I'm going to tell you every time I did. That's twice. That's 3 times. I just did it again. Wait a minute. Relax. That's 3 times. So young lady works at the studio. I hadn't seen her in a while. And she comes in. I'm like, hey, girl, how you doing? Well, I haven't seen you in a minute after our Thursday show. I haven't seen you in a minute. You all right? She's like, no, I just got out of the hospital from having surgery. Surgery, my cat ears perk up. Boop. Surgery. Because the next line, I know what the line was. I knew it. She says, yeah, I just had to get out. I just got out of the hospital. I had surgery to get this device called me. Essure? Why would I know that? I didn't know she had Essure. I don't even know her like that. She's like, yeah, how you know? And I said, thank you, please, Duke Black. I appreciate you. I said, how you know? She goes, no, she said, how you know? I said, because that's me. I've had 2 surgeries. So when I had my hand surgery, y'all, it was like January of 17. And when they went into my hand, they discovered that I had a small cyst in behind of a bone, and they found carpal tunnel. All of which I didn't have. All of which my left hand. You just had hand surgery, Megan? What they say your surgery was from, Megan? Carpal and assist? Because now my left hand is doing it. And sometimes like it tightens up and it won't move. I went from braiding hair. I braid. I comb hair. I do a lot of different things for you. You know, I do a lot of different things for my life. You know, I've been very active at a lot of stuff. And it's so crazy because, yes, what it was, Megan, a ganglion cyst. Where we get them from, Megan? Did you tell your doctor it was possibly Essure? And if you did, what did they say, Megan? What did they say? That's how they like to do us. You feel what I'm saying? So anybody that's watching this video, know that we're not making this up. Anybody who's listening to the show, know that we are not making this up. Anybody who has this device and they are in denial about this device doing what it's doing to us, know that we are not making this up. Megan, my doctor didn't either. And again, doctors think they know everything. So when you tell them this, they kind of like, well, the body kind of do this. Because, for years, the body, they've been telling us what the body is doing. And when it's not doing what it's supposed to be, they mad about it, toss them, because the body ain't supposed to do that. We know what it's not supposed to do, but you don't know what the Essure did to it. Is why it's happening now. You don't even know. You don't even know. We're going to figure this out, Megan. All the sisters online right now, we're going to figure this out. All the listeners on the radio listening in from the TuneIn app, we're going to figure this out. All the women all over the world, Craig, we're going to figure this out. When we figure this out, it's going to be a whole new ball game. And I promise you, I'm not stopping until they take it off the market, until women not fighting this crap anymore. Because I think about it all the time, and I'm mad every time I think about it. At 33, I shouldn't have these issues. At 33, I shouldn't feel the way I do. At 33, I shouldn't feel like I'm going to fall asleep if I blink. Because I do. At 33, I shouldn't feel like I'm going to lose anything whatsoever. I shouldn't feel this way. I'm very healthy. I didn't do a whole lot of drugs and a whole lot of alcohol when I was younger, in my younger years. I didn't do that. So there's no reason for me to be going through what I'm going through. There's no reason for my lovely ladies like Sarah and Megan to be going through what they're going through. No reason Claudia and Kathy should be going through what they're going through. And Coretta shouldn't be going through what she's going through. No reason whatsoever Tiffany or Sandy should be going through what they're going through. Tasha or Claudia should be going through what they're going through. Heather or Tina, Valerie or Deborah should be going through what they're going through. Okay? I say all that to say, can y'all help us? Stay on the lookout. If you see the post about it, if you see I shared something or any of your friends shared Essure, retweet it, reshare it. Retweet it, reshare it, retweet it, reshare it. Because ultimately, that's the reason we in America are the reason Essure is off the market in every other country. We are the reason. Because we have not stopped screaming from the heavens since they first told us about it. And our admins make sure that we don't stop screaming. So if you don't follow me on all social media, Sin City Heat with Kat. That's Kat with a K. That's SINCITYHEATWKAT. Follow me there. I have some blogs as well with more information about the Essure as well. I will be posting this newsletter and getting back into blog postings, even if all I posted for is for the newsletters. I'm going to make sure I do that. Because the women of Essure have been amazing to me. I will never stop fighting. They have helped me so much, answered every question I had. They send me stuff and refer me to stuff and all kinds of stuff. And they look out and they call in and they support us in such a major way. And I want to say thank you. I always want to say that. Sandy says, I'm 47. I've had them for 11 years. I feel like I'm 100 years old. I'm in worse shape than my mother. Coretta says, I have my gallbladder removed in 2015. They said I didn't have gallstones, but it was some evil going on. Then they said I had pancreatitis. They put 2 stents in, and I'm still having the same issues. And when I told them it's the Essure and went back to the doctor that placed him, he no longer practiced medicine anymore and has moved out of the country. This is a real story. These are real women. These are real stories. So if you know somebody, and I'm sorry to all the women who are going through what they're going through. When I hear your stories and I'm not experiencing that yet, I get nervous because I know I'm next on the plate. When Missy told me what was going on with her legs, I was like, no way. When I saw women's teeth falling out, no way. And then I started experiencing that. So it's all education that we got to give to y'all. We got to share this. Y'all got to tell a friend about this. Y'all have to share this. You have to. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, WordPress for the blogs, Sin City Heat with Kat. I'm very vocal about Essure. I'm very open about Essure. I want y'all to know. Thank you, Herbal Dr. Duke. I appreciate you. Because you give me something good, I'm going to have to call my Essure girls up. I told them, when we win our cases, pain just hitting in. When we hit our patient, when the cases are closed out, we're going to build us an island called East Sisterville. We going. We going. Like, you only sisters with the E can go. If you ain't had the E, you can't go. You got to be all the sisters. Like, you got to be with a sister to get there. So, yeah. So y'all stay tuned, all right? So the show is Sin City Heat, the morning show. I'm on Monday through Friday from 7 to 10. And as you can see, I'm very passionate, as you can see, about Essure. I've been on for an hour and 26 minutes just talking about Essure. Just Essure. St. Lucia. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Just for Essure. When my doctor offered it, I Googled Essure, didn't find anything bad in 2012, so I decided to do it a year later. Tons of bad stuff I found. Sarah, I don't even look to 2014. I looked in 2011 and didn't see nothing. And then 2011, 2012. And then when I found out about it, I Googled it then after my girl told me about it. And that's how I knew what was happening. So, yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But we're going to be all right, y'all. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to be all right. And again, I thank you for listening to the show and watching on Facebook and sharing it with your friends and watching on Periscope and listening on TuneIn. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Keep fighting, ladies. I know every night you feel like this shit is horrible. I'm ready to give up. I don't want this no more. Don't give up, ladies. You have families. You have children. You have jobs. I know a lot of women have lost their jobs due to the illnesses, debilitating symptoms. I know we've lost relationships. Our kids hate us sometimes. I know we just feel like we're not who we used to be, but do not give up. Don't give up. There's more to it. It is International Women's History Month. We got one more day. This is our last 2 days of celebrating. We celebrate us all the time. And Megan, you're welcome. Do not give up. I know you want to give up. Do not give up. I know you feel like you want to give up. Do not give up. I know you feel like your body is giving up. Do not give up. You can do it. You can do it. Trust me, when I get an ailment, when something pops up on me and it's Essure, I just start it's been a few times where my tears well up in my eyes and they fall down my face. Why? Because I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, I'm 33. I'm 27. I'm 31. Why is this? I cry. Because on my mom, I'm like, I shouldn't be going through this. My mama not going through this, and she's 55. You know what I mean? My dad and my grandparents didn't go through any of this stuff. So I know it's hard, ladies, but I know you can do it. You've had babies. Shit, you went through this surgery. Some of y'all had 72 coils inside of you. Some of y'all had extra doctors in the room. Some of y'all, they done jammed it into y'all. Y'all can do this, sis. You can do it. And that was no shade. They did this. I know you can do this. The pain from after the device was implanted in me was horrible. That's it. But everything that came after it was to the max. And I say that to say, ladies, you are in my prayers. If at any moment you need to talk to me or the admins, you can email me. You can DM me. I am here to listen to you because I know I needed it when I needed it. I was crying night after night. Just rolled over on my side, just reading my phone like this. That's me too. I was part of the Me Too movement back in 2014. It was Me Too for Essure. And I cried. And still to this day, every now and then I cry. I do. I got jaw issues. Didn't have jaw issues before. Didn't have teeth issues before. How you got an outer cavity on the outer side of your tooth before? Complaining? No, because women are losing teeth. There are women who look like they've been doing drugs for 1,000,000 years and they never done a drug ever in their life because they're missing their teeth. And they're missing their teeth because the device is eating them up. Started to cause them to decay. They never had issues before. The one thing they changed was they put this device in their body. There are women who are skinny minis and who have gained weight and they're like, how the hell I get this big? I haven't seen anybody really lose weight. I think I might have seen a few, but not as many as I've seen that have gained weight. So I know that this is hard. And ladies, I speak from experience and I speak from your experience and mine. And I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And I will fight like you fight don't give up, don't quit, don't quit. The company hella evil because they don't want to take it off the market. They refuse it. And the FDA letting them do it. They playing with our emotions. The FDA letting them do it. And because they are letting them do it, that's why they're getting away with what they're getting away with. The FDA just came back and told us, nah, we're not going to take off the market. Do you realize that the number hasn't changed, FDA? That these people not even counting the amount of devices that they have put out into this atmosphere? It ain't changed in 4 years. And nothing about that makes sense to you? Nothing about that makes sense to you. I'm tagging the FDA today. I'm tagging them again. Because I'm going in. I know he'd be mad. Like, who this girl Sin City Heat with Cat? Get her black ass out of here. Get her right now. Dude, we do a lot of protesting. We protest all year long. My admins of the Essure group are amazingly beautiful, educated women. What they do is we build, each state has their own rally, an Essure rally. Whenever there's medical conventions and stuff coming up, everybody, they want us all to go to that particular town and be a part of it and stand outside and do our signs and stuff. But everybody can't get there all the time. So what we do is we make it a global thing. Not only is it taking place with a rally inside of wherever that location is, we are doing it individually in our own cities for these rallies. So whenever you see rallies coming up, know that they're happening in your city too. Now, what the admins do is they go and print out all these pictures. They make the poster boards. They send us in photo albums and information and all kinds of stuff. They send it directly to the city who's doing the rally. In this particular time, it was Amanda. Amanda did the rally. So I was a part of the last one, which was last May of last year. Shout out to May. It's my birthday. Hey. But we did the rally. So they sent down all these photo books. They sent out the tables, the banners, everything down. And all we got to do is show up and bring the stuff that they sent us. So my admins are so on the ball. They don't have to do this. They don't get paid for this. They don't get paid to go print out all these pictures that they've collected from us all over the group. They don't get paid for waking up and approving these messages and dealing with these people that make it up. They don't get paid for that stuff. They get paid for the jobs they was doing, and some of them can't work no more. So I love my East sisters all day long. Luzine says she had her tooth removed over 2 years ago, and I'm still having teeth issues. Thank you for speaking for us. Luzine, I will always speak for us. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this segment and learned a lot. If you're watching this video, share it. It is public for my Sin City Heat with Cat page. Thank you to the women of the Essure Problems Group who tuned in and talked to me and gave me information and talked back and supported me, and do share these videos and do understand that we are a team. We have to fight together because nobody knows what we're going through but us. Nobody but us knows what we're going through. So with that being said, this concludes the Essure segment on my show. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And, you know, I hope you guys have a great day today. I'm out of here in about 25 minutes. Oh, thank you, Sarah. The black box warning my ass. How good is that when we never see the box and have to rely on our doctors that are paid off by Bayer? Listen to you, Sarah. So don't come in here being the teacher, Sarah. The black box warning is the warning that the FDA put on the box in 2015. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Was it 2015, ladies, or was it 2016? 16? I think it was 2016. The black box warning is the label that they put on the contraceptive to tell us that they're supposed to say when we go in and say, hi, I want to get the device. I want to get the Essure. Or, hi, what's the best method of birth control? Then the doctor says, Essure is the best method of birth control. 2016. Thank you, Megan. 2015 is the first time we met with the FDA. September. And then 2016 is the year we got the actual device with the black label. Now, what the label does is it says, Essure is causing this, this, and this, and this. So just a heads up, lady, thinking about getting Essure, this is what it's doing. You risk these things. The problem is they're not telling us, they're not showing us, and they're not letting us sign off on that label. So all you doctors who know about it, that didn't do it, you will be sued. And you will regret the day you didn't do it because they told you to do it. And ladies, if you got implanted in the last 2 years and the doctor never mentioned it, call your lawyer now. Because there should be a copy of it in your file with a signature. All right? There we go, ladies. This concludes the Essure device, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that you guys were able to take something with you from this show. Let's get into some music. I'm going to drop you guys some Cardi B. I feel like Bodak Yellow. I feel like Bodak. I like Cardi. I like Cardi. I'm going to talk about Cardi too. Probably when I get back. Maybe. because I'm a little sad for Cardi B. Like, she is the epitome of what the little ladies are looking at right now. And because they are watching the things that she's doing, and they're looking at her as a role model. And I'm a little sad because my beautiful Cardi B is going through the trenches right now with her boo. She's over there living with emotions right now. Shout out to the ladies who live with emotion, that don't know how to turn their heart off when they're getting done wrong. Don't know how to turn their heart off when they know it's obvious that their man is doing wrong or their woman is doing wrong. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cardi B because she's talented as ever. However, rumor is that she's pregnant by the guy who cheated on her last year and may have another baby by somebody this month who's about 1 month old. So I'm hoping that Cardi can wake up. We as women got to be harder. We are E-Sisters for life, Sarah Beth. Yes, ma'am. We are. We are. So when I come back, shout out again to my E-Sisters, the Essure sisters from the Essure Problems Group. Ladies, you are amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Do share with all your friends. Again, you can share from just click on the link at the top where it says Sin City Heat with Cat. Click on that link and you could be able to go straight to my page. Like the page, share with your friends. So we'll be right back. We're talking Cardi B when I get back. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back. Thanks for listening to the amazing Sin City Heat with Cat show. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Y'all the best. You the best, DJ Khaled boys. Oh, good morning. Thanks, ladies, for watching. You guys can catch me on Periscope or Instagram right now. I'm logging out so I can turn me back up. Let me turn this down before Facebook hear that. Now you're back in jail. Have a great weekend, ladies. Again, you guys are in my prayers. Keep pushing, keep fighting. Don't let it beat you. You are a winner. You can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You can do it. And if we gotta only be teams with each other because our kids and our siblings and our parents and our mates don't understand, that's what the group is there for. That's why we're there. That's exactly why. Go in there and vent, make you a live video and rant if that's what you need to do, so all of us can chime in and like your stuff and say, yeah, me too. I hate it, me too. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a great weekend, y'all.